Today, we're going to talk about 6 tips for a business to get new customers online. Tip number 1, have a website. When people are in need of something, most probably they will look for that kind of service or product through Google. And you want to make sure that your business is on that page of list. When you have a website, it also shows that you are professional. You can also install Facebook Pixel into your website, which help you to track where the customer goes and even retargeting them back when you run another campaign. Now that you have a website, but who do we show that to? That's why tips number 2, you must know your customers. You can know your customer by creating a buyer persona. Buyer personas are a fictional representatives of your ideal customers. You can create your buyer persona by asking yourself questions like, what's their role in the company? What company are they from? What's their personal background? Their age? Where do they stay? Normally, what do they do? What's their lifestyle like? What's their goal? What's their challenges they are facing? By organizing all these informations, it helps you to imagine what your ideal customer will be like, which then helps you tremendously on the next tips, which is creating your contents around your buyer personas. Back then when I was selling pet products to pet users, I didn't really think about buyer personas, what challenge are they facing, all this, because all I was trying to do is I was trying to sell my products to these people, these targeted people who either own a dog or own a cat. But that didn't work. What I realized after reading Gary Vaynerchuk, big credit to this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk wrote this book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And what he say is that in everything you do, you gotta think in terms of giving first. In everything you do, you gotta learn to give, and only you ask. Once I really understood that concept, that was such a wake-up call for me, because I realized I've been asking all the time. So when you create your contents for your buyer persona, for your ideal customer, think of what are the pain points that they are facing. Think of what are the problems that you can solve for them. Package your content in such a way that it would solve their problem. And I guarantee you, when you do that, they're gonna give you their attention. One good example is that back to the pet shop story. When I was selling dog food to the dog owners group, right, I found out that they know little about what should they feed to their dog and what shouldn't they. And all I did is that I organized that information from online, from multiple articles, and I created a post and posted it on my Facebook. And because of that post, my website traffic went boom. Every single day for 2 weeks, people are coming into my website every single day, 5,000 traffic, every single day, 5,000 traffic, just because I built a content that solved their problems. But that particular post wouldn't work at all. It will bring 0 traffic to my website if I haven't do this one thing that I'm gonna talk about. And this one thing I'm gonna talk about is tip number 4, call to action. Call to action is so important. You just imagine me telling you a great story, but in the end, I leave you hanging like you don't know what to do. You read this amazing article, but there is no call to action, then you will be like, what do I do next? A good call to action leads your customer to do certain action. It can help you to warm them up, to prepare them to become your customer. You can also use this to create a customer data, to capture customer data. One thing that I did for the post that I posted to my page, right, is that in every single photo, under every single photo, the description side, I left a one sentence saying, dog lovers, there are up to 70% discount available if you check out my website right now. And because there is this call to action in every post that I posted, people come to my website, they know what to do after reading that. And I can't emphasize it more. It is so important. If you have no call to action, people will not do what you want them to do. You gotta remember that. You can also have call to action inside your website blog post. For example, after people reading this article, let's say 5 tips that you can use in order to get new customer online. And after people reading that, there will be another session saying, you know what, there is 20 other tips that you can use in order to boost your business sale. So what you need to do is that click there, you read the article, but in order to get the article, maybe you have to submit your email, you have to submit your details in order for us to send that details to you for free. So in this way, your call to action is actually to get the customer data. And when your lead is ready to become your customer, you can do the following thing that we're gonna talk about. And the following thing is tip number 5. Create an offer that they can't resist. Remember, always think from what value can you provide for this group of people. It can be in the form of free trial, price discounts, or free consultation. Let your lead think that you are able to help them. For example, if someone downloaded my ebook talking about online sales, I'm gonna push something to them that helps them to solve their problem. For example, I'm gonna give you a free consultation so that you will know exactly what you need to do for your business in order to get sales online. And that kind of offer is irresistible because what I am offering to them is a solution custom made for their problem. And all these things that we talked about will never work without the following tip that I'm going to talk about. So the final tip is called getting your content in front of your potential customer, whichever platform they are on. You gotta get your content in front of them. You gotta let them to see it. This is crucial. I see so many people posting on their Facebook page, talking about they are actually giving out great content, but one thing that they didn't realize is that there are nobody listening. It's like speaking in front of an empty room. And imagine, even if you got the greatest speaker in the world, for example, you got Obama to give a speech, but if that room is empty, the impact that he's gonna make is gonna be zero. So think about, where are your customer gonna be? What platforms are they on? If you are dealing with B2B, LinkedIn can be a good place to find your customer. If you are dealing with B2C, Facebook, Instagram are great platforms for you to get your message across. You can also run an ad campaign. You can run ads on Facebook, LinkedIn, even Instagram. How it works is that you get to pick and choose what type of audience do you want your ads, you want your contents to appear at. You can pick your audience based on their demographic, their behavior, their interests, and even their age and where they stay at. If you're a business owner and if you own a business that you want to sell online, I plead you to fully utilize this tool, because when the big brands started allocating right amount of money into this channel, the price is going to be jacked up so high that many people will not be able to afford it. Just look back at how much does each keyword cost in Google AdWords. We look at the word wine, how much did it cost? We look at the word marketing, how much did it cost? If you look at 5 years ago and now, it probably jacked up 100 times. And why? It's because when everyone realized that this worked, everyone started spending on that keyword and everybody started competing with each other. So remember, before the big brands come in and spend the right amount of money into this channel, utilize this advantage. It's still underpriced. Utilize this advantage for your business. So in summary, number 1, you need to have a website. Number 2, you need to build a buyer persona. You need to know who your customers are. Number 3, you gotta build your content around your buyer persona such that it solves their problem. Number 4, you gotta have a call to action that leads them into doing something that you want them to do. Number 5, create an offer that they can't say no. And lastly, number 6, make sure your contents appear in front of your ideal customer wherever, whichever platform they are. So hope this little sharing are able to help your business to skyrocket your sales. So my call to action to this video is that if you enjoy, if you are benefited from whatever that I'm sharing today, make sure you like this post and you share this post to friends who you think can be benefited. And if you want more contents like this, make sure you like my page, and I'll